Good morning, my sweet friends. How is it going? It is Eve's Journey here. Eve from Eve's Journey, you guys. Checking in. I know it's been a while since I've done an actual video. I'm actually in the office today here at work. So I'm like, let me go ahead and shoot a quick video and just kind of give everybody the 411 about what's going on. So first things first, I have not quit low fat lifestyle. So I want to just get that out there because I don't think I did a 7-hour live, almost 7 hours, guys. Like, people were like, were you really live for 7 hours? I was. That's just how much we was all vibing in that room. Like, every time it was just like always something going on. Like, it was so many people conversating. Like, that's why I like lives, because it's like interaction, like personal interaction. I'm talking, they talking, we having conversation. I got a subject, they got a subject. I mean, it was like everything from low fat dieting to hormones to the government to Diddy to, like, we went all around the world on that live. And I really liked it because I just feel like I get closer with you guys when I'm live. Like, I get to know more about you. You guys kind of tell me what's going on with you. I'm telling you what's going on with me. Like, I think it's real, just a great time there. So, yes, it was almost 7 hours. Plus, I had to take all this. I had my braids, and so I had to take all of them down. And, so, yes, that's how that went. So, yes, it was 7 hours. But majority of the conversation was basically in regards to me, and the whole diet and lifestyle thing was in the first, I want to say, hour of the video. I mean, it kind of sporadically got brought up when new people would come in, but here's the deal. I am doing low fat, but I am not going to be under 10 grams of fat. That's not technically considered low fat. Susan Powder felt like low fat was 22 grams and under. And if you look up the standards of what a low-fat diet is 77 grams and under. So for me personally, I feel like, and that's to lose weight. Like, that's not even like a maintenance thing. That's just to drop weight. And basically, for me personally, I really just want to work on my hormonal health, because I feel like your hormonal health affects everything else, from metabolism to mental health to physical health to weight loss to everything. Like, literally, these hormones are affecting all that. So I have reached out to my doctor to get in touch with an endocrinologist. Thank you to whoever said that in my live. Like, that's the thing, when you in lives, like, people got so much information, I just be screenshotting it because, like, it makes sense with the stuff that people be saying. But when I'm talking to you guys here like this, I don't necessarily get like feedback right away, or not everybody may see it, or it's just not like really conversational. So that's why I said I'm going to do more lives than I am going to do videos. But I am going to do videos because there's people who can't sit there and be in a live, or may miss the live. And, I'm not going to make you watch 7 hours of a video, and I can just condense it. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm condensing it. So, yeah, I am focusing on hormonal health. My cycle finally came. My goodness, it was about time. So I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not feeling as stressed, which I'm happy about that. And you guys know me and Cole was going back and forth. Everybody knew about that whole situation. We actually had a conversation, like, offline, not YouTube, not all this other YouTube drama, but actually an offline conversation. And he felt where I was coming from, and we had conversation and stuff. So, that's all resolved. I don't have no issues with him. He don't have no issues with me. It is what it is. I don't even want to, like, say nothing negative about that dude. And I don't really even care to. But we did agree that I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much. Like, I'm doing too much. In regards to, I'm pretty much restricting my diet. I have literally been in a minimum 1,000 calorie deficit for a long time. And I need to, usually it's about 2,000 calorie deficit. So my body is not happy with that. I need to eat more food. And in regards to the fat grams, I'm not counting fat grams anymore because I know what I need to be eating. So the whole point of this is to be a lifestyle. I don't want to sit here and constantly track every single thing I eat. That was only supposed to be for a month, but as he mentioned, I do too much. So I did it longer than that. I'd been tracking food and macros and fat and all this stuff for way longer than we had even discussed. So I was just doing it because it was just like, oh, I'm just, posting it, putting it up. But see, right now, like, I'm not focused on what everybody else is doing on YouTube and what they want me to do and what they expect me to do. I'm just kind of doing what I feel is best for me. And that could be me having 15 grams of fat, 20 grams of fat, 40 grams of fat, whatever that looks like on a day-to-day basis is what it's going to look like. Because as long as I'm prioritizing whole foods, which is really just kind of the bottom line of this whole thing, is whole food choices, not having added fat to the diet, you're going to drop weight. You're going to get smaller. So that's basically where I'm at with diet. I'm not tracking my calories anymore because when I track calories, I'm doing too much. And I'm not like, I always try to like round up on my calories. And that means I'm really not even eating the amount of calories that I'm saying I'm eating because I'm trying to round up. And it's just not it's not good to do that. It's not good to constantly be focused on that every single day when you have so many other things going on in your life. Like I said, I work full time. I'm a single parent of 2. Both my kids have ADHD, including me. So just imagine how crazy our house can get. So, even just making the videos every day, that's when I was like, I'm not going to make videos every day. Like, I have to literally just do things that are best for me. If I can easily jump on a live versus jump on a video, then I'm going to do that because I still want to stay in contact with you guys, keep you guys updated, let you guys know, hey, I'm still here, I'm still doing my thing, But I just also want to make sure that it's conducive to my health and my time. So that's what's going on with that. I am not tracking stuff. I am not stressing off the scale because that was another thing. Like, I look at the scale, it's not going down. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting stressed out. And I'm doing everything right. So I think that was triggering to me because I'm eating under the 10 grams of fat and I'm eating, and I'm eating vegetables and fruits and lean meat and all these things. So it's like, I just need to focus on my diet. Like, that's what I need to focus on. I need to focus on my diet. I need to focus on my intuition when it comes to eating. Like, am I hungry? Because if I'm hungry, I need to eat. And if I'm not hungry, hey, I don't need to eat. It doesn't matter. But the calorie counting is what it's like, well, I didn't eat enough. Well, did I eat too much? Like, all of those things are bringing added stress. And I don't need the added stress when I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I have been doing a lot more exercise and movement, which can inflame my body because of my weight. So I am sticking with my 3,500 steps a day, but like walking every single day, I'm not going to promise to do that. I feel like last week, I only had promised myself that I would work out 3 times a week, and last week I did 6. And that could be also a trigger as to why my scale is up, because my body may be inflamed from all the extra movement. So that's why I need to gradually increase my movement instead of just, boom, we're going to do this. We're going to do all this, like I have to give my body the opportunity to adjust to, walking 3 times a week and, doing more movement exercises. What I really want to start doing personally is more balance, more flexibility, more stretching, more body weight, like exercises like leg lifts, push-ups, even if it's on the wall, planks on the wall, whatever the case. Like, I want to do more of that, more strengthening of my body, and of course do my walks and make sure I get my 3,500 steps every day for this month. But I want to make sure I focus on also strengthening my body, because I think that's super important in this process as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. So yeah, I personally feel like my fat grams will never be at 10 again. And when I was tracking, like before I just said, oh, forget this tracking thing, I was having, I think the most I had was like 41. And that day, the next day, I had dropped a pound. So I was like, okay, look, yeah, my body's like, okay, we can have a little fat. We need to, somebody mentioned like, when your body is burning fat, it's also like burning, like there's toxins that sit in your fat. So like it's burning it, but then there's no clean fat to like actually process the toxins and process all that stuff. I don't know. I'm not a freaking doctor, and I don't even think doctors know what be going on. So I feel like if the lean protein has some fat in it, and I'm having lean protein at every meal or something like that, then I'm not gonna stress about that. Like, that's just what it is. Like, if I'm having chicken breast, if I'm having the ground turkey, if I'm having whatever, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's not under 10. Like, I'm not stressing off any of that anymore. I'm just going to, because like I said, low fat is 77 grams and under. If you look it up, you can go look it up. I'll actually even put a document in the description of this video that you guys can go check out. It has many links to many different journals, medical journals, different things like that, so you guys can just kind of do your own research, because that's kind of where I'm at, just doing my own research. I really am focusing on, this is another part of the hormone thing. There's 4 stages of your cycle. It's just not the menstrual part. There's luteal and like the menstrual and 2 other like cycles throughout the month, that if you prioritize certain foods and movements during those times, it will make the month a lot easier and smoother. And especially since I have PMDD, which is an extreme version of PMS, I really need to focus on each one of those cycles and what they need so that I can provide it and have an easier time within my month. Because being in a PMS mode for 2 to 2.5 weeks out of every month is not conducive to my health. It's stressful and it's overwhelming, and it's, not something I want to do if I can prevent it or if I can ease it. So that's what I'm focusing on as well. So that's what's that. And so yeah, I have not given up. I've seen people like rushing to comments and saying, oh, she's not doing low fat, and like writing Nicole and saying she's not doing low fat. Like, that's kind of weird, because like, you didn't even say nothing on my page, but like you ran to somebody else's page and said it. Like, just ask me, because like I'm the person who's actually doing it or not doing it. Like, it's actually me. It's my body, it's my journey. That's why it says Eve's journey. It doesn't say nobody else's name there. So it's always best to just check in with me or actually watch the video because of course the title had a question mark. Like, did low fat ruin my hormones? Like, it was like literally a question mark, but people just kind of don't pay attention. They don't watch a video. They just like to run and just like do a lot of talking. So I think it's best to, like, if you see something like, okay, what's going on, and just watch the video, or even just make a comment and you'll get a response, because I do try to respond to all the comments that I get, even when I don't really like the comment, but I still will say something. So it's not like I'm gonna ignore you if you actually just ask like, hey, what's going on? I do appreciate all the input. Like, a lot of people seem to have a lot of input and things like that, and a lot of people are saying like, well, losing weight isn't hard. I don't see how people could be fat and this and that. Well, that's great, and you can talk about that on your channel. But for me, like I said, I've struggled with weight my entire life since I was a child, so my experience is completely different from yours. And it's not just that easy when someone says, oh, well, all you got to do is go running. Okay, well, I got to start walking first, right? So that's why I'm sharing my journey, because I'm not small and I have never been skinny. So this channel really isn't to like help those type of people, because why would I be helping them when they're already at a reasonable weight? This is more so my journey for people who want to watch the journey, and for people who actually may be in my situation and just need to see that somebody else is doing it other than them, or if they want to start, then they can start too. So that's kind of what this part of my channel is about, because like I said initially, my channel was just more about like life coaching, because the thing about it is your life, depending on what's going on, and it can affect so many different things that you don't think of. It could affect your business, it could affect your relationships, it could affect everything. So whatever's going on, your weight loss journey or whatever. So I think when you focus more on your life and what's going on in it and address those issues, you'd have less time to like talk about other people and what's going on in their life. And that's just my personal opinion with that. So I said I wasn't going to be on this video forever, but I did just want to clarify those things. So to recap, I am still on a low-fat lifestyle. I don't really like saying diet, even though like everybody's like, low-fat diet, low-fat diet. Yeah, but I just want to stay away from dieting. Like, that's the whole thing, because when people diet, it means that at some point you're not going to be doing it no more, and that's not the case for me. Like, this is something that I plan on doing long term for the rest of my life because it's sustainable, and that's the whole point. Like, people say consistency is key, but it's really sustainability is key. You can't be consistent with something you can't sustain. So I feel like that's super important for people to understand as well. If you can't sustain it, I mean, people are like, you can just dry fast, you can just, you know, fast, or you can go running, or you can, but like, is that sustainable for me to do on a long-term basis for the rest of my life? No, it's not. Like I said, I dropped over 100 pounds before and end up gaining it back plus some. So I know that there are people who do that more than once in their life, and you know, hey, that's, you know, their own journey. But for me, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to gain the weight back again. So that's why this time around I've been looking for ways to sustain my weight loss, and to make sure that it's going to be sustainable in the future when all the weight is gone as well, so that I can stay consistent with it because it's sustainable for me. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So yes, this is a lifestyle for me, low-fat lifestyle, because like I said, I can eat pretty much anything I want. I can just make it. I can make a burger and it can be low-fat. I can make fries and it can be low-fat. Like, there, you know, it's not like a deprivation. You know, it's more like just moderation, and you know, really just, if you like to cook, it's going to be a very easy diet because you'll always be able to make your favorite meal in a low-fat manner. So that's that. My exercise is still going. I'm still sticking with my 3,500 steps for the month, and I am still going to be walking, but likely not every single day, because yeah, I do walk. Like, I may just walk around the house, or I may just, you know, walk with mama. Like, we ran errands. It wasn't considered an exercise, but we were out all day running errands on Saturday. I got like 6,000 steps, or over 6,000 steps. So it's not necessarily I'm going to technically be working out every single day with my walk. Like, I'm going to be tracking it on my watch or something, but I'm going to be moving my body. And then there, like I said, there's other things that are important. I feel strengthening the body is super important. So those are the type of things that I'm going to be more so focused on as well. Like, if I can do more so daily strength exercises is really important for me, because I want to strengthen my body. I know how I want to look, and so that's why I want to focus on that as well. And this channel will be videos sometimes, like I said, at least a couple times a week, but more so lives, because like I said, it's easier for me, and I really like the interaction I get when I am live and talking to people. I think it's great. And like, I took my hair down and it was like almost 7 hours, and I had people in there and we were conversating, and it's a vibe. Like, it's a whole vibe. I'm all about having a good vibe tribe around me. Like, I want to have good people around me. So in those lives, it seems like it's always some good people that pop in there and just come with like some good energy, some good vibes, positive, you know, good information. So I'm going to keep doing those every week, at least once, and videos a couple times a week, because people don't want to see you every single day talking about your journey on exercise. I'm going to be talking about other things, because I feel hormonal health is not really discussed much, especially for women. So I'm definitely going to be talking about that, like, a lot more, and the different phases of our cycles and the different things we should be doing during those phases of the cycle throughout the month, because I don't feel anybody knows about it. I mean, they have apps and stuff like that, but like, people use those apps to track it, but what are you supposed to do for each stage to really, I mean, self-care and self-love and all those things are great, but how do you know how to do it if you don't know anything about what should be cared for during that time of the month? Like, there's 4 different times of the month, and you're supposed to be caring about yourself, and you don't even know what to do. So I'll be getting into a lot more of that Of course, more recipes, but my recipes, I'm not going to be cooking every single time I go live. I'm not going to be cooking and showing food every single time. I'm mainly probably going to be talking about food choices and the things that I am eating, or the things I do get from the store, which I think is good, because a lot of people are interested in like what I'm buying and what am I getting from the store as far as foods and stuff. So more of that, and just my journey in general as far as life goes. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Again, this is Eve from Eve's Journey, and I hope that you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. Thank you for all my subscribers. Thank you for being here. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification button, because there will be notifications of me going live, and then you won't like be guessing like when is she going live. It'll notify you. So hit that notification button, and until next time, my sweet friends, peace. Oh, and comment, because I love the chat. Like, let's get into it. Bye.